trouble in the black community. That's crazy. Everybody know about baddies, feel me, and Zeus Network. Apparently the owner, what's his name? Lemmy done ran off on all the partners. Apparently he's not the only owner. There's partners, feel me. He's supposed to be like 5 of them that own the platform. Lemmy ran off on everybody. Apparently that's what they saying. I done came across this post on Facebook. Piqued my interest. I done caught a couple Zeus shows, feel me. So, feel me, I'm about to show y'all what they talking about.
So I see Lemmie Plummer, or Lemon Pepper as y'all call him, is up on X spewing lies. But let me tell you something. Never trust tweets, only trust receipts. I'm about to break down for you the entire situation when it comes to Zeus ownership. I get a call from a good friend of mine, Lemuel Morris. Congrats on your Emmy, by the way, my brother. Lemuel tells me that he has a colleague named Lemmie Plummer who wants to meet with me about starting a social network.
They got a Emmy for Zeus? That's fire.
His pitch was he wanted to start a black Netflix for influencers.
Oh, no, my bad. That was before Zeus.
And call it the Social Network, which was already a Facebook movie, by the way. He offered me a good amount of equity in the company and said he was going to look out for Lemon for connecting us. He never looked out for Lemon. Now, at the time, I had the biggest series on the internet called the Cart Series. Wait, baby, don't do that, no. Had over 500 million views. It was nominated for an Emmy, 4 streamies, winning 2. Then Lemmy asked me, are there any other influencers I could bring on as partners because we needed some heavy hitters in social media for this thing to work. I said, how about I reach out to another longtime friend of mine, King Bach. He had the numbers. Lemmy agreed. Bach agreed to join. Lemmy said we need one more partner, some diversity. So Bach reached out to Jake Paul, but Jake was working on another project and said, I'll at least give y'all an episode on round 1.
Welcome to the Taj Mahal.
Then Bach said, what about another?
That's crazy. I didn't even know Jake Paul was on Zeus. I never even seen these early Zeus shows. I didn't even know they had all these partners.
Another good friend of ours, Amanda Cerny. She was getting millions of views, making millions of dollars off of brand deals. We all agreed. Now, at this point, I broke down my equity so myself, Bach, and Amanda could have even equity across the board, and we all became co-founders.
I met with DeStorm, King Bach, and Amanda Cerny, who were pretty big influencers.
Yes.
And we ended up, I brought them on board.
Lemmy was supposed to be behind the scenes as the CEO.
So whoever this is, whatever he about to start talking about, he got his receipts. He even got who they say is the founder or whatever mentioning him. So he's sounding valid a little bit.
And the 3 of us were to be the face of the network, myself as the president. In the coming weeks, we started a group chat and the founders came up with a new name for the social network. Some of the names was trash. Then one day I thought, wait, Nike was a Greek god. They were successful with their shoe and apparel line. Why don't we name ourselves after a Greek god? Let's be Zeus. So then Amanda's like, I had a dog named Zeus.
I ain't even know Nike was a Greek god. That's crazy. Obviously, we know about Zeus. I didn't know Nike was a Greek god.
Dude, I like it.
DeStorm actually came up with the name Zeus. We were strategizing and talking about different names.
So then became the Zeus Network.
And he got the receipt. He created the name.
In our operating agreement, Lemmy's job was to put up the money for the first round of content, which he'd get back soon as we launched. Myself, Bach, and Amanda's job was to use our audience and our face and our likeness to blow up the company and give it a legitimate name. Lemmy's like, look guys, I'm a nobody, and you guys have the influence and celebrity to make this work. So that summer, we went hard as hell.
Zeus just came out today. You on this nigga, you gonna die. At what point did you hear me say Zeus, man?
When you looked at me and said Zeus?
President, my job was also to go out and find this.
That's hard. They had mad influencers like creating content, promoting the app, so all the audiences could click the link and subscribe. That's fire. I ain't know nothing about nothing going on with Zeus in these early days. Now they showing you how it all happened. That's tough.
Many creators as possible so that we can have enough content to live on the platform when it launched. To drive the necessary traffic to the platform, the flagship shows would be Bach, Amanda, and I also agreed to put season 2 of Cart onto Zeus. Shit, I even called in a favor from Uncle Snoop to pop up in the series, and he looked out for me.
Let's tear us apart. Strike 1. You've been watching too much Zeus, nephew.
And then we spoke to 25 other creators who are also friends of ours and told them we'll give them a free series on Zeus if they promote the app. Let me promise all of them that they would get a percentage of the subscriptions. They didn't get a dime. So approaching the launch of Zeus, Lemmy calls me up crying, talking about the whole network about to go under because I ran out of money. I physically went into the office that entire summer and edited 4 series for Zeus. Then I put up $135,000 of my own money paying for Bad Escorts, Caught Season 2, and 4 other creative series. Now bear in mind, contractually, we weren't supposed to put up any money. But
Bro done put up the bag. Bro done gave you the shows. Bro done connected you with other founding partners. I ain't gonna lie. Bro done put a lot of work in for Zeus.
Lemmy said, I'm gonna pay you back as soon as Zeus launches and we're profitable. Now, every show on Zeus has music in the background, but keep in mind, we had no more budget for music. So I called in another favor from my good friend Tommy Brown and Franks, and I said, yo, we need beats for Zeus. They done produced everything from Ariana Grande to Justin Bieber. Tommy gave us over 1,000 beats with a promise from Lemmy that they'd get paid back once Zeus was profitable. They never got paid. We understood that Zeus couldn't just be successful in social media, and we needed a partner in traditional media. So I talked to my boy Fonz in social media, and we understood profitable. They never got paid. We understood that Zeus couldn't just be successful. They never got paid. We understood that Zeus couldn't just be successful in social media, and we needed a partner in traditional media. So I talked to my boy Fonz in social media, and we needed a partner with a promise from Lemmy that they'd get paid.
Lemmy, what is the timeline on the following payments? 5,000 still owed for the Ciroc deal. Compensation for Tommy Brown. 5,000 for the launch party. 70,000 for the production of Bad Escorts. Dang, so one show on Zeus cost 70,000 to make. That's crazy because I could make one of them shows by myself for 70,000. Sign me up. 30,000 for the production of Caught Season 2. That's a little less. That ain't bad though. I'll take a 30. 7,500 for Tonio's show. Fonz and Leanne's props, whatever. Okay, that's just a little itemized list. I'll take the L on the months of man hours spent in the editing bay, as I'm assuming you will as well. DeStorm, let's jump on the call to discuss. Let me know when you're available. He ain't like, say none of them was inaccurate. That boy Lemmy owes some cheese.
Back once Zeus was profitable. They never got paid.
We
understood
Lemmy
that Zeus couldn't just be
cheese.
successful in social media, and we needed a partner in traditional media. So I talked to my boy Fonz, and he links me with Tiffany, who works at SAG-AFTRA. Zeus ended up signing.
Dude. That's the dude who he could do a Denzel impression, the Training Day impression. That's a fact. It's one video where it's like 5 comedians and they all doing different characters of Denzel from different movies. That shit is hilarious.
He links me with Tiffany, who works at SAG-AFTRA. Zeus ended up signing a historic deal as the first social platform to partner with SAG-AFTRA. And because of this partnership, I was also able to get a lot of the creators and actors their SAG card because they had shows and series on Zeus. And Lemmy ended up stabbing SAG-AFTRA in the back, by the way. This is why I say don't trust tweets, only trust receipts. Let's keep it going. Now, since Zeus was a new platform and app, there was a lot of bugs that needed fixing.
Hey, yes. Give it to her. I can see what I can do. Zeus didn't stay true to what they originally told SAG, so I don't know if she can get it through a Zeus show. SAG is looking at Zeus with a side eye. Dang, that's not good. If y'all ain't know, SAG, I think it's like SAG-AFTRA, whatever it's called. That's like a union for actors and actresses to make sure actors, actresses, and other people working on films get paid properly. Feel me? That's like a real official thing, like an industry standard type of company. So if you got them looking at you crazy, that could like devalue your whole shit that you got going on.
Only trust receipts. Let's keep it going. Now, since Zeus was a new platform and app, there was a lot of bugs that needed fixing. Now, our original tech partner, Nick, warned Lemmy that there was going to be some bugs and problems on launch day. But Lemmy ain't listen for shit. With his Napoleon complex, him and Nick used to get into it.
That's the end of the first video. Scroll down.
So we throw this big ass launch party in LA. We had ice sculptures, DJs, red carpet, big screens. Amanda bit the bullet and did this big ass deal with Diageo for half her rate so we could have Ciroc as a sponsor. We was in it.
It came together. We're doing our pre.
That was that 5,000 that Lemmy owed for that Ciroc deal. Yeah.
Show on the platform promoted the hell out of Zeus, and over 45,000 people.
We're doing our pre-launch party.
We was in it.
It came together. We're doing our pre-launch party, so coming out July 13th. I'm super stoked.
On launch day, all the creators who had a show on the platform promoted the hell out of Zeus, and over 45,000 45,000 people joined the platform that day. So now we on Easy Street. Until the next day we get a call from our tech partner, Nick, who said there was a glitch in the system and everybody got into Zeus for free. We had to boot everybody out of Zeus and ask them to rejoin for the subscription price. And if you know anything about people, they ain't paying for shit after they got it for free. So the first...
So they done spent all that money making them shows, promoting the app, doing the launch party, doing deals with Ciroc, you know what I mean, getting all these influencers, and then when they launched, it wasn't even monetized. It was free. So the 45,000 people that signed up, they all got them shows for free and they ain't make no money. That's crazy. Let's say all them people paid $5. Like, what's 45,000 times 5? 45, 90, 180. Feel me? What's that, like 225,000 they missed out on? That's crazy. 225,000.
round of Zeus was a wash. We had to scramble and come up with a plan for round 2 with no money. Then King Bach comes in clutch and saves the day and brings in our 5th partner, a silent investor named Ben Koo, who put up the funds we needed for round 2. On round 2, we changed up the plan and we used the funds from Ben Koo to make longer form content. Amanda secured Lil Tay, who was huge at the time. Bat secured B. Simone, who was huge at the time. I secured Quay, who was huge at the time. And Lemmy secured Michael Blackson. Those shows with TT being the flagship gave us enough subscribers and enough income to make it to the next season. And enough income to make it to the... Gave us enough subscribers and enough income to make it to the... And the flagship gave us...
That B. Simone show, I think I actually seen that show. So that's like probably the first thing that they talking about that I actually seen. Feel me? I ain't seen none of this early Zeus stuff, but I remember that one.
Enough subscribers and enough income to make it to the next season for even bigger shows. Now, Lemmy controlled all the money at Zeus. And at this point, myself, Batch, and Amanda were pushed out while Lemmy's taking these interviews acting like he did it all by himself.
But you did have partners. So you did have partners. What happened to them niggas?
You tell me.
Man, I'll Google this shit. Stop it, man. No, I remember seeing...
Nah, let me foul. This Lemmy guy foul. I ain't gonna lie. That nigga said, shit, you tell me. Like, what? Boy, you ain't do this shit to yourself. You ain't... Niggas did this shit for you. Keep it real. That's shady. That boy Lemmy showing out for DJ Act. That boy showing out for DJ Academics. Foul ass nigga.
You tell me.
So you bought them out, right?
You tell me what happened to these guys.
No, King Bach. Yeah. So King Bach...
That man ain't buying nothing out. That man owe over 100,000 probably.
Amanda Cerny. That's what I was like. That's when they were lit.
Yeah, like I said, I created Zeus. I ended up investing my own capital. They didn't put in any money. They didn't do anything.
He seized all the Zeus accounts, got himself all this heavy security, and started spewing lies.
I thought they would bring some value, bring some money to the table, and do their thing, and they did.
Let me tell you something. Anybody who needs that kind of security is either super famous or did a lot of people dirty.
Part of what makes this whole platform special is, yes, you guys are partners and owners with me in this, and what you bring to the table, like you said, is relationships. People would not do this if it wasn't because of you and King Batch and Amanda.
Now, when you have a successful company like Zeus, you do something called partner payouts.
I think I see what's going on now. Basically, Zeus wasn't nothing but an idea, you feel me? And Lemmy reached out to some people that had some motion. They basically created the whole platform for Lemmy. They created that whole shit for Lemmy. And then once Lemmy got the motion, that's when he switched up like the niche of the platform. It went from them comedy shows. It's still a little bit of comedy in there, a little bit, but it's more like them reality shows now, like them baddies and whatever else they got on there. It's really centered around baddies, honestly. They don't really need this dude or King Bach or the other. Lemmy don't need these people no more now that, feel me, he already got something going, but he never had nothing at all without them. So I see where the confusion is. Lemmy trying to say they don't do nothing. They ain't putting up no capital. No, the original agreement was they wasn't supposed to put up no capital, whatever. But Buddy put up 135, 130 something. He put up some bread of his own, and they basically did everything for you to get it launched. Once you had something, you just like molded it into your own and basically said, I don't need y'all. So yeah, I think that's what the discrepancy is. He said, I want to have a partner meeting soon. I think this is going to be our year. Hopefully we can get nice distributions this year, and Zeus will be valued in over 100 million. We're almost there. Shit, where's the fucking money at, cuz? They pressing you for 70K, 5K. You talking 100 million? These niggas be crazy.
Lemmy pays himself, but never pays his partners. To be totally transparent, we had a falling out because a good friend of ours, who is now a successful Latin artist and used to be Lemmy's assistant, told us that he sexually assaulted her. Till this day, myself, Bach, and Amanda, we receive K1 tax documents stating that we make millions of dollars from the Zeus Network as partners. So we're paying taxes on money that we never received. So while Lemmie Plummer walks through Paris with 5 security guards in designer clothes and purchases, let me just read this, new home, RVs.
Lemmy done bought me a truck for my birthday.
The Zeus Network bought you.
Zeus bought it.
Cybertrucks, cars, jewelry.
Damn.
He's giving out bags to everybody who walks through Zeus's door. The partners who initially kept the lights on and made Zeus what it is today received nothing. Don't let the internet and lemon pepper fool you. We put them on. This guy's a fraud. I had a call a few years.
Damn, that's crazy. So they listed as owners. They listed like as people who would profit from this business. Therefore, they gotta pay the taxes on that, but they ain't getting nothing from Zeus. That's crazy. And that shit hit hard when you say we put you on, cause that's really how it be. Ain't nobody getting on without no help. And then once niggas get that help, they act like they did it on their own and they never pay it forward or try to help the next person. Like, that'd be crazy.
Years back with Lemmy and Jason Tolbert, who's also works there and is too cowardly to say something because he was on the phone call. And Lemmy is like, you guys are fucking losers. I'm going to drag this case until you all broke. Zeus is worth $1 billion. You can't beat the machine. You'll never beat Zeus. And he's been dragging it. We spent over $1 million on lawyers all.
Why do they have to beat Zeus when they supposed to be Zeus? They supposed to be a part of Zeus. That nigga tripping.
Already. Oh, they're not even part of the company. We have to sit there and prove that he's on some bullshit. So we'll spend 3 months and a couple $100,000 just to prove that he's telling another fucking lie. We've been literally fighting this dude in court for 2 years, y'all. I found out that Zeus has multiple lawsuits that Lemmy done settled behind our backs. And when you hear all these women on TikTok or you hear Ray J going off and shit.
To all the women that's going through this with Lemmy and going through this with Zeus, like, we hear you and we gonna help you.
We're gonna stay in this room for 3 to 4 hours until you do what I tell you to do.
I don't f with that nigga.
Why not? Wait. You worked with him
he's
before?
like the Black Harvey Weinstein.
So while Lemmy flies on his private jets and throws out money to crowd.
Hey, shit, a fuck nigga gonna be a fuck nigga, man. Everybody got the same story with bro.
Off of a career full of lies. Keep in mind that if he can do this to his partners, imagine what he would do to someone who is not. Anyway, y'all, this has been my TED Talk. I just wanted to explain to y'all the ownership of the Zeus Network, and you're looking at the fucking president.
Damn, that's the president and you would never know it. I ain't know it. Bro, that's crazy because Zeus really blowing up. Like, Zeus got mad shows that everybody been talking about. I always see it on social media. People posting stuff and shit. And behind the scenes, that shit be a shit show. Like, that shit. Entertainment industry, music industry, that shit all similar. Like, everybody's trying to get to the top. And the only way to be at the top is to make sure that people stay below you. You got to step on next. That shit crazy. And y'all be worshiping these people. I don't know. What y'all think? Y'all believe them or y'all don't? I ain't gonna lie. I believe, bro. Feel me? Y'all let me know in the comments.